What's up guys, my name is Blake. Today we're going to be unboxing the Aputure Light Dome SE. Let's go. Alright, so the funny thing about like the lights and the light boxes and all that stuff, and as many videos as I've done, I think I have just over 100 videos on this channel now, and I've never had like an official, like a really nice light or a soft box. For a really long time I've had this, I got this Neewer kit, this cheap Neewer kit back in the day, and I can't remember how much I paid for it, like 50 bucks or something like that. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 80 bucks, I don't remember. I think they still sell the kit actually, so it's like a cheaper umbrella soft light kit that you can use for photography and for videos and stuff like that. It's kind of cool, it's a really effective, and I've had that set up for a really long time, and it's just that the stands were just a little bit flimsy, and I never really got the result that I really wanted out of the umbrella lights. And yeah, obviously, you know, when you buy something cheap, you get decent results. So it was better than what I had, which made me really happy with it. And I've had it for a really long time. But this will be the first actual like soft box in my eyes. The one I'm using now is a lantern light, and it's also a soft box, but I haven't done a video on that yet. But in my next video, I'm gonna have this lantern soft box, the Aputure Light Dome, and then the umbrella lights, and we're gonna do like a versus video, which will be really sweet. So that'll be really soon, within the next week. But for now, yeah, this is like the first real soft box I've actually ever owned. So I'm really excited, and it's an Aputure, which is really sweet. Now, if you know anything about Aputure, which I don't really know a whole lot about the company at all, really. It's one of those brands that you see online all the time. You look, all the big YouTubers, it's always Aputure lights, Aputure, 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 Aputure. So it kind of is just like one of those things where the bigger brands kind of get stuck in your brain. But they are known for quality stuff, and I think this light dome it's like an entry level, or it's like a cheaper version of their really nice light domes. It's not going to have as many features, some of the build quality like the really nice ones do, but it's an Aputure product and it's really good, and I'm really excited to dig into it. So without further ado, let's go ahead, unbox this. So just a really plain box. I got it on Amazon, and it was $100, $99. So at the time of this video anyway, it's 99 bucks. So if you have one of these, put in the comment box below how much you paid for it, and if you like it, how long you've had it, and all that stuff. All right, let's pull this guy out. Okay. All right, nothing else in the box. Soft bag, says Aputure on it. Back side says Light Dome SE. Pretty sweet. Pretty cool. So far, first impressions. The bag itself feels pretty nice. I know it's cheaper. It's not like it's a hard case or nothing crazy, but I wouldn't expect something like that for a soft box. But it's a nice bag, honestly. And I didn't think it was actually going to come with a bag this nice for the price point for $100 bucks. I thought it was just going to be I thought it was just going to come wrapped in plastic, and you got to keep it up on a stand or something. So that's kind of nice. Big Velcro straps. Opens right up, and obviously, you guys, I haven't opened this thing up yet. You saw me open it up with the tape, so we're experiencing this all together. Okay, so right straight away, you got a couple of pockets here. You got 3 little pockets, and it feels like there's stuff in each of them. And then you have the bigger pocket right here, which I'm assuming this is the actual soft box, and then all the other stuff is right here, because I think you just got to put it together. So let's go ahead, open up this big pocket first. Okay. Yes. So this is the shell of the soft box. It's got all the rods in there. All the rods. Reflective inside. Okay, I'm gonna toss this up to the side for a second. All right, so that was the big pouch. Looks like there's 2 more rods in there. Maybe these are extras. I hope they're extras. I hope that doesn't mean that they break easily. Open up the top pocket. Okay. This is the diffusers for it. I don't know how these are all gonna go on. I don't know what these are. All right. Next pocket. All right, here's the mount for it. Okay, sweet. You got some tiny little instructions, product manual for it. And then, yes, the Bowens mount, which, if you don't know what a Bowens mount is, it's essentially just fancy word for universal mount that mounts on a lot of different lights. When you buy it, if you're gonna be buying like a decent video light, for the most part, you're gonna want it to be a Bowens mount. Now, honestly, I don't know that much outside of the Bowens mount because I just, like I said, I haven't dove deep into the video light space. So I just honestly don't know all the mounts and all the, the technical stuff with lights. But I do know Bowens. I know it's really universal. I know it's on a lot of different lights. A lot of different brands make stuff for the Bowens mount. So my light, I think it's Newer. I've done a review on this light before, so I'll link to that video right now. But that light has a Bowens mount on it. So, and that also this lantern light that I'm using right now, which you can't see, but this softbox I'm using right now is a lantern softbox. Also Bowens, and then so Bowens mount. Obviously, I knew that when I bought it, and that's what I made sure it was a Bowens mount before I bought it, because that would suck to have it be something else, and you get it in the mail and unbox and get all excited for nothing because you can't use it. So there's the Bowens mount, product manual. Last pocket. That eggshell, I don't know what you guys call this, but it's like that black eggshell webbing stuff that goes like on the inside of your diffuser. And I think it just kind of helps shape the light a little bit. So right now I'm using this lantern light, and it's a smaller room. This light kind of fills the room still, and I only have it at like 8% or something like that. I think something like this is gonna help with that because it's just still too harsh, in my opinion. I'd have to move the light like way back. I just don't want to do that. So I think this is going to be a good solution. And at the end of this video, we're actually going to compare this look to the look of when I set up the light dome. So very cool. So let's go ahead and throw this thing together, guys. I'm going to put the bag down. So the bag looks like opened up. It's got these big pockets on it, which is nice. So it's nice and flat. So if you do want to break this down and you want to carry it with you, you got a chute that you're going to take it on. Or honestly, if you just want to break it down to store it away, which is what I'm going to do because I don't have like a studio space, obviously, to save some space. It's really nice that folds down flat. So I'm going to open up this manual. Let's go ahead and see how to put this thing together. Pretty cool though, I feel official. The actual Aputure product. It looks like this weird looking thing is an inside diffuser. All right, so let's go ahead and put the shell on the mount real quick. So according to the instructions, I don't know if you can see, I'll do a close-up of this, but the end of this has got a bunch of some of these rods have red dots on them. And so what you do is you match up the red dots with the red dots that are on the mount, and that's going to get it to line up according to the instructions. So let's try this out. Open it up. So let's go ahead and grab one of these red dot rods here. I'm gonna grab it like this. It's got a red dot on it. I'm gonna match it with the red dot on here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start putting each rod in all the way around, if I can get it untangled. Okay. Make sure I'm not crisscrossing these guys. Some assembly required, but that's okay because this is going to be really sweet when it's all done. All right, go ahead, put all these guys in. I'm gonna try to just do all this in real time for you guys. It might be a little boring, but at least you'll get a feel for how long it's actually going to take you at home. Yeah, there we go. Feels like it's gonna get a little bit tricky because this whole thing wants to stay straight like this. And eventually it's gonna have to bend. So maybe I'll go to, let's try this. I'll go to the other side. So this is all flat. I'm gonna go to this side now and see if I can't get some of these guys to match up. So my thinking is if I put some of these rods on the other side, then this side will start bowing in the way it's supposed to. I might be wrong, but let's try it. So it looks like I'm gonna have to, I don't know if you can see that well or not. But you kind of just got to bend these guys a little bit. Just start bending the rod ends a little bit. Obviously you don't want to damage anything, but I'm just saying just bend it enough to get it in its place. Or am I doing this wrong? Is there enough rods for these holes? How about this? Let's try to wedge it against the floor, bend it down a little bit. All right. That helps a little bit. So I'm kind of wedging the one side against the floor a little bit to try to get a little bit of bend in it. So if my hand's the floor, I'm just kind of pushing down and angling it back like that, so I can get a little bit of twist on this thing and get these things to start bowing in. And they are starting to curve a little bit, you can see. So I'll just keep putting them in. It is a little tricky, but not terrible. Just kind of got to be patient, work with it. That way, not breaking anything. All right, just got 3 more to go. This is how it is so far. That's pretty decently big. So by the time you get to these last ones, they kind of get a little harder to push in. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my thumb, grabbing it like this, putting my fingers on it, my thumb on the end, and kind of pulling back a little bit and bending it down. And that's going to get it down into the spot where you need it to go. And then once you get into the hole, it'll just push in. Just push it in. Just like that. Bring it up a little bit. Push it in. There we go. So I'll do it again. So kind of grab it, bend it, pull it back, push it in. Last one. Okay, there we go. They're all in, and then looks like I'm just going to Velcro all the back parts, these backing straps. That's pretty big. Honestly, that's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Sweet. All right, so I'm going to set that face down over here. Next, the instructions say, okay, so there's an inner diffuser. Okay, so there's a diffuser on the inner part of it. This guy, the one that I said I don't know what it is. So this seems a lot more fancy than, that might be the one reason why these things are so stinking harsh, because these cheaper soft boxes, they're just like, I don't have this light up at all. I mean, it's literally like 8%, and it's just blasting still, I feel like. So this is an inner diffuser, they're calling it, and it goes in here, right over the opening. And it just kind of straps there and hangs in front of that opening, which is kind of nice. It's like a pre-diffuser. So, if you look at it, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try here. On the inside right here, you got these little white tabs. And basically, there's 4 of them. This has 4 little Velcro strappies. And you literally just Velcro it to those spots. It's so easy. So, all right, now I got 2 of them up. You can kind of see what I'm saying here. All right, and then you got these little spots where it Velcros to. If I can, we're supposed to. Just like that. Hopefully you guys can see that good. Push them on a little bit. All right. And it just kind of hangs there. Kind of cool. It's like a pre-diffusion. I don't know if that's really technical or not, but the other one just goes right over the front, it looks like. So pretty easy stuff, guys. I don't know why there's 2 of this. The one feels different than the other. Is it like 2 different types? This says 20. This says 10. So is it like a diffusion level? Let's see, put it up to the light and see if you can, how much light you can see through it. Oh yeah, definitely. So this is more diffusion. So that's kind of nice, guys. You got 2 different diffusion levels. One that's like a medium, one that's like a nicer. So I'm gonna go with the thicker one, because I want this to be nice and soft. Nice and soft, okay? So let's go ahead and, all right, so basically right along the edge here, you just have like Velcro, just simple, real simple, all around the edge. Don't you love how all instructions nowadays, look at these instructions. And they don't give you any words. They don't give any words in the instructions. Somebody would have to type something. They just give you stupid little pictures. Really annoying, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about the company because I've never used their stuff. But for being so dang nice and expensive and all this stuff, I mean, this one was a cheaper one, so I'll give them that. But it'd be nice to have some real instructions. I miss the old days of the actual instructions before they just started putting pictures on everything. So for those of you watching who are just like me and have no idea, I've never put one of these together, join the club, comment below. I feel your pain. But no, seriously though, so far I really like it. If the build quality feels a lot nicer. And honestly, I'd rather put something together. I have to put something together, because that also means that you can break it down, travel with it. And, you know, I'd rather put it together at the end of the day if it's going to be a nicer product. If it's a nicer, you get a nicer result, the build quality's nicer. I'd rather put it together. It's whatever. Now, I don't know if it matters on some of these edges. I'm trying to get them as close to the edge as I can. I don't know if that matters, but I'm trying to stick it as good as I can. Make sure there's no like little gaps anywhere. All right, so I think we're pretty good. As far as I know, I don't think you use the other diffuser. I think one's like a light diffuser and one's like a heavy diffuser. A lot of diffusion or a little diffusion. And then the eggshell thing will go over top of this. So I can figure out how that goes next. Okay, so we're on. Just Velcro's on the inside there. That's it. Pretty simple. If I did something wrong and you know it, put a comment down there and help me out. That'd be awesome. But we're gonna keep on rolling here. Eggshell. I think it's called an eggshell. What do they call it in the instructions? Did I lose the instructions already? What do they call that? They call it egg crate. Excuse me. Egg crate. And the same thing, this has just got some Velcro on the outside edge. I don't know if you can see it. Lay it down. Start putting these Velcro points on. You know what? All right, so I'm gonna redo this. So I'm seeing that I kind of want, if this is gonna sit on top of the diffuser, I want the top edge of this to be flat. I don't want anything sticking out. Maybe that's just me, but I think that's how it's supposed to go. The whole actual diffusion part, I'm going to, because the Velcro strap on the inside is like this thick, so I can actually lower this down a little bit and make some more space for it. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I'm gonna put this on the bottom edge. Look how easy that comes off though. So easy, so simple. That's really nice, because if you want to tear this down or you want to change the diffuser, it's that quick. I like that. Okay. Now I want to put the eggshell stuff over top of it. See how that suits me. Yeah, that's much better. I can already tell that's gonna look nicer. And again, if I'm doing this wrong, guys, and you know I'm doing it wrong and you're just watching to laugh, put a comment down below. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, if I'm doing anything wrong. But honestly, I don't think I am. This is pretty simple. Pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. Just a bunch of Velcro. Kind of put it however the heck you want. Whatever look you like. And it works. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that a lot. It's looking good. All right, there it is. There she is, guys. The egg crate and the diffuser on. Got the branded Light Dome SE thing on the side. Okay, so now we got it all assembled. If you stuck with me to this point, thank you. And put a thumbs up in the comment box below if you're still with me. So last thing we're gonna do is probably what you've been waiting for. I'm gonna change out this lantern style light, and which I actually like this light. It's got a lot of cool purposes. I'm gonna try to use this for a lot of different use cases, but I'm gonna switch this out and see what the looks like. Okay. Wow. All right, so this is the Light Dome SE with the egg crate on, and I have it on the higher diffuser, or the thicker diffuser, not the lightweight one. So this is the difference. What do you guys think? So I'll do a side by side right now. So far, I haven't looked at the footage yet, but just from the tiny little 2-inch screen I can see across the room, this looks really good. Actually, so the thing I noticed first is it's so like this was what I was using before, right? This is a newer lantern softbox light, and this is, you know, it's quite a bit smaller than the Light Dome SE, but I like it. The build quality is decent. It's, you know, obviously it's on the cheaper end, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna break. It doesn't feel crappy. The thing I like about this also is that this also will collapse down. You can actually, it's got a hook in here, so if you squeeze it together, this will just fold right down, and it's got a bag, you just slip it in. But the thing I don't really like about this one, at least for a key light for like this type of setup, is that, you know, it's a lantern light, so it emits light all the way around 360, which is cool for some shots, some top-down shots, or even lighting a subject for, you know, for like video purposes or photography purposes. But for a shot like this, like a studio shot, it's just not very, I don't like it. It lights up way too much of the room. The thing I noticed about this right off the bat is that it's much more of a focused look. It kind of, all the light, it doesn't fill the entire room. Actually, it's pretty crazy because most of the room behind the light and everything is all dark now, which is kind of creepy, because before the lantern light is just kind of lit the whole room up. But with this, it's much more focused on me or wherever you got it pointing. And so far, I think it's really, really cool. This is really nice, actually. So I think I'm gonna like it when I'm going to edit it. So that's it, you guys. This is the unboxing video for the Light Dome SE. Right as we're filming it, I paid $99 for it, so 100 bucks, and you get really good. You get a really good look. This light is only set for like 8%, so it'll crank way up if you want it to. But this is the look with the thicker diffuser and with the egg crate on. So actually, why don't we go ahead? I'm gonna take the egg crate off real quick. So that's with the egg crate off. Okay, so this is a very similar look actually to what the lantern light had. So I'll do the side by side again. This is the Light Dome without the egg crate and the lantern light side by side. So that egg crate actually makes a huge difference. That's crazy. So I'm gonna keep that thing on all the time probably. So it seems like it kills a lot of that spill, and it makes it more of a focused look, which gives you a lot more, I guess it just looks more professional. I want to say cinematic, but it looks really, it just looks way better. More focused. This just kind of looks like everything's just kind of flat. There's no, the thing that you really want to focus on when you're getting lights, you're getting things for lighting specifically, whether you're shooting yourself or you're shooting a subject or anything, you want to have the most tools at your disposal to be able to shape the light however you need to. Because the more you shape the light and the more you understand how lighting works, that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else, from a sitting, you know, like a talking head shot like this, or an interview, or if you're even down to like photography, how you shape the light is really key with this type of stuff. Camera, video, all this stuff. So I'm gonna put the egg crate back on. A lot of quality for the money. Yeah, I like that look a lot better. So if I had like a couple of like little accent lights in the back, maybe I had a head like another light to light up the back side of my head so I can get a nice little outline here. That would be really cool. But this, I didn't have any other lights just because I wanted to focus on what we're talking about here, which is just this key light. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like this light, the look of this better over the lantern light I was just using? What do you think? Go drop a comment box. Why do I keep saying drop a comment box? Drop a comment in the comment box below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all the stuff you guys do. And if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know what you want to see. And that's it for this video. See you guys.